to be any part of the game that you guys played well at tonight?
No, there's nothing redeeming about tonight. Tonight was one of those stinkers you have. We were mentally fried, physically fried. But again, this is NBA. There's no excuses. That wasn't us. We've had stretches like that, but not an entire game. The way we were mentally kind of running in mud, running in place. So, again, that's one of the things about the NBA. It's a long season, it's a marathon, and it's how you go through these games and bounce back from these type of games that identify you.
Is it so you tell them to put it out of their mind?
No, you don't.
Grind on them for...
Well, we want to think about it. We got Sunday to get it out to think about it. It's one of those things that I don't want to get too overly alarmed because you have those. You have about 5 or 6 of those a year that you have, but we can't make it a habit of coming out and not be mentally and shooting 25%. The way we did in the stretches there, and let a team just physically knock you around the way they did. We knew that going in. Chicago's always been that way, and Memphis was that way. And again, but we outworked them, and so you can't allow someone come in your home and outwork you like that.
You sense frustration from the players around here?
Mental frustration, I think, is more than anything else. And when you play against a team like Chicago that's relentless, and they shot as well as they've shot all year, but yet and still we allowed them to do that. I mean, you got to make a team miss, and we didn't play with the desperation that we had played with all week this week.
Were you impressed with DeMar's response?
I really was, Eric. He was at one redeeming spot tonight, the way he came out and made a muscle in the second half. But again, it's a 48-minute game. You got to start the game that way. But I thought DeMar and Kyle and Quincy and Tyler in certain spots came in and competed. The way you got to compete to beat a physical, grinding team like Chicago. They just physically and if you don't bring that disposition, it can be a long night, which it was tonight.
It seemed, even though he was making shots, it seemed like frustration was coming off him at the end.
Yeah. It was, you don't. I think it was to the point that he didn't enjoy getting our butt kicked as a team, not just him individually. I think the whole team was upset after the game and frustrated that we had a good week and we capped it off with a game like tonight. So they were disappointed. We're all disappointed. But again, that's the thing about the NBA. We got to bounce back. We have a game Sunday. We have 2 games next week that we got to bounce back and get ready for, and we got to learn from this. But again, we got to start tonight. We can't wait till Sunday in the second half to get that disposition.